Clear. Does my voice is clear, everyone? Clear. Good. Good. Yes. Okay. So we just start in a couple of minutes. Okay. So just give me 2 minutes and then we'll continue, team. All right, guys. So there's a few of them are joining and then we will continue the session. Thanks, team. Just I'll be back again. Okay. Let me checking. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We just start in 2 minutes. Let me share my screen and just give me a confirmation. Are you able to see my screen, team? Great. Yes. Okay. Okay. Here. Let me check the live is going on. All right, so let's continue today's session. So the name of the topic which for today's workshop or boot camp, which is LangGraph Bootcamp. So who can attend this bootcamp? Any prerequisite? Yeah, I will tell you, give the clarity that who can attend, who cannot, all those things. I'll give you a detailed overview on it. Just one moment. Okay. Welcome to LangGraph. So let me tell you, just file, save as, just desktop and one. Okay. So let me explain. So who can attend this boot camp? If you are a freshers and if you are a fresher and you don't have any knowledge, you can attend, but there is a few things you might not able to work. You few things you might few technical jargons you can't understand. But for experience, yes, you can join, and some of my students they can join. Whoever willing to listen along with practical, then they can join this boot camp. Understand, team, everyone? I think someone had query. Yeah. So Krishna, so can we talk later if you have any question? So as we started right now, so it's better. I will take some time to let's discuss. I'll explain all the concepts and then we will start, continue if you have any topics, guys. Pretty clear? Okay. Subhash, I hope understand. Yeah. So just still it's not live. Let me check it. Okay. It's going on. Just 2 minutes. So just okay. So let's continue the topics. Let's start now. So the LangGraph Bootcamp. So do you know what is LangChain, LangGraph, LangSmith? So the few thing, what is NumPy? So here we go. NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Matplotlib, Seaborn, all right. And we have TensorFlow, Keras. What exactly we all call as? Anyone? We all this as libraries or not? We all them are libraries, isn't it, guys? Or so now let me tell you the same way we have LangChain, LangGraph, and LangSmith. These are the frameworks. These are the framework to build LLM, to build generative AI projects, guys. Generative AI projects. Everyone clear? Okay, so online team, please, the team, please confirm. Like, can you hear me? Can you hear me properly? Can you, any new students here? Any new professionals here in this? So if any questions, we will talk at last. And this is little going to be advanced. And if you feel understand, this is going to be theory and practical. So the name of the program, the boot camp, which is LangGraph. So LangChain, LangGraph, LangSmith is another framework to build GenAI projects, guys. Up to this clear. So LangGraph. So let me going to split into two part. Let's going to split into two part. Lang plus graph. So you know graph. What is mean by graph? Graph means we have nodes, we have edges, and all of them are connected to each other. So this is all about graph, isn't it? So team, can you hear me? Team, can you hear me? Yes or no? What is meant by graph? So this is all about graph. Graph means what, guys? So the graph means we have, so here we go. So we have nodes, and this node is connected to another node. This node is connected to another node, and this node is connected to another node. And we pass the informations from one node to another node. So all these comes under as the graph, guys. Pretty clear? All right. So this is popular framework. So LangGraph is one of the, let's see what is LangGraph. LangGraph is a Python library built on top of LangChain, designed for creating, managing complex stateful workflows or graphs for AI applications using LLMs. So using LangGraph, a developers will create graph-based AI agents where nodes represents logic and edges represent transactions between these steps. I told you right now. So for example, this is nodes we have, and these nodes are connected to each other. So where nodes present logic, which logic I want to connect it to here, and edges represent transitions between these steps. Okay, so while LangChain, let me tell you, so the LangGraph is built on top of LangChain, top of LangChain, top of LangChain. All right. So what is LangChain? So I will give a little overview of LangChain before we go to LangGraph, because all the LangChain functionalities, all the LangChain functionality would definitely implements in LangGraph. Understood, team? So here, let's have a look at it. And let's talk about. So in this way, uh, can we little overview of LangChain? Yes, please. If everyone responds, then we'll do little overview of LangChain. Please respond, guys. Yes. Or we continue LangGraph. Yes. Yes. Little overview of, yeah. Okay. Let's continue this. What is LangChain? I'll have another LangChain. So now let's have LangChain. I mean, LangGraph is platform built on top of LangChain. So first understand LangChain ecosystem. So he's the founder. LangChain was launched in October 2022 as an open source project by Harrison Chase. So he is the founder of LangChain, and this LangChain was launched in 2022. And if you refer to the ecosystem, so langchain.com, you can go here and you can log into google.com and you can go to the LangChain. And here, when you log into that, did you see we have the two frameworks, LangChain framework, LangGraph framework. Once you build the LLM models, you can deploy in LangSmith and LangGraph platforms. Understood? So let's quick difference. What exactly the LangChain can deals with? LangChain can connect with tools. LangChain framework can connect with prompts, vector store, document loaders, whether the document is PDF, whether the document is XML or text splitter, all those things. Under LangChain ecosystem, the products are frameworks and platforms. There are two frameworks, LangChain and LangGraph. There are two platforms, LangSmith and LangGraph platforms. Understand, team? So this is what the LangChain framework connect to tools, any kind of tools, models, any LLM model. I mean to say, using help of LangChain, you can build with Gemini and Meta model and Llama, Anthropic, anything. So because why we talk about LangChain? Because LangGraph is work on top of LangChain. All right. So in LangChain architecture, the four architecture is very important. So in LangChain architecture, we have LangChain core, integration packages, LangChain community, and LangGraph. All right. So here I just give you a detailed documentations of the LangChain. The first one is I want to, if you select this doc, let me click on it. Let me click on this document and you can have quick review of the document for a better understanding. So what is LangChain? And this come down here. LangChain is a framework. It TypeScript developed by LangChain LLMs, and you can write using Python or Java. So he's the founder of LangChain framework. And 2023, so that's what this is, all new framework, and every companies are looking for it. So LangChain announced 10 million from benchmark so far. It's just 1.5 year back. And just a week later, they announced 20 million funding from Sequoia Capital. Okay. So what exactly the LangChain? The LangChain can integrations with model interactions. I mean, model interactions could be any models, and you can build customized model, like, you can build your own model using help of LLMs. And LangChain can connect to memory. When you talk about memory, there are two type of memory. We have short-term memory and long-term memory. Okay, so LangChain can connect with agents, LangChain can connect with prompts, LangChain can connect with vector store, LangChain can connect with document leaders, and LangChain can connect with LLMs as well. All right, so here we go. Schema. LangChain also Because I just give little overview of LangChain before I go to LangGraph. And basically, schema in LangChain is a piece of unstructured data. There are four main type of schema. I mean, you can work with documents, you can work with different articles, and all those things, guys. All right, so I will share this document because this I mentioned detailed, like where the LangChain, and you make a short notes of each and every concepts, whatever I'll share you after the class. Models. So LangChain can connect to the models. Models are the component which actual work for processing and generating text. For we can text model, language model, answering question model, summarize text, classify text, everything we can work with the LangChain framework. So team, are you able to understand everyone? Team voice break. No, guys, am I clear or not? My voice is clear, guys? Does my voice is clear or glitch? No, clear. So guys, I want you to check your side as well. So whatever voice is a little low, one moment. No, guys, am I clear or not? My voice is okay. Just uh, okay, clear, loud and clear, but very low. Yes. Uh, just 1 second. Okay, so is it better now? Is it better compared to last one? Uh, 1 second, 1 second. It's clear for me. Yeah. Now it's better, right, guys? Last one better. Okay, so which one you feel good? Now it's better, sir. No, previous one was good. No, previous one was good. Last one was good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, sorry, guys. Thank you. Okay, so we talk about this. So when we say models, when you say models, so LangChain has four models. For example, LLMs are the most powerful type of models. They can used for wide range of tasks. We have a chart models, text embedding models, and chart models like chatbot. All those things comes under this model. You can also build custom model using help of the LangChain framework. Okay. So indexes, when you say indexes in LangChain to organize the structured document so that they can easily retrieve used by LangChain model. So it is used documentations because when I speak with LangChain, it take more times on LangChain part only. So I just give an overview that LangChain can connect with tools, connect with memory, connect with indexes. You can build custom LLMs, all those things. Also, LangChain provide variety index implementations like vector indexes, metadata indexes, full text indexes. I will share these documents. So remember, there are how the LangChain connects with memory. For example, when we store the data, every data is stored in system RAM. The moment when you install these frameworks, so the LangChain connect with memories, like the memories are two types, short-term memory and long-term memory. What is short-term memory? The most recent interactions with the user is called short-term memory. And the long-term memory means the user preference, which you have a history. I mean, when you connect with, the old memories, long-term memory can store in long memories, guys. I hope understand what is short-term memory and long-term memory. The recent discussions is recent chart conversations happened in short-term memory. The discussions which happens 1 year back, 2 years back, all type of text that's stored in long-term memory. So LangChain provides number of different memory implementations, including in-memory, database memory, cloud memory, understand, and then chains. So chains is very important. Multiple components combined together from chains. In our ordinary life, my friend's friend, is this all chain or not? The relative, our relative is one relative is chain with another relative. The same way the lang chain is connected with chains as well. All right, agents. The agents allow LLMs to interact with environment. Agents can plan sequence actions and can execute those sequences. These agents can connect to APIs, database. Agents are also responsible for reasoning and to do any kind of task. The agents are very important. So I will share these documents because it's a very interesting documents and applications of LangChain chatbots, document summarizations, code generations, and image creative writing, customer services, everything we can integrations with LangChain framework. So I hope you got some clear idea that what exactly the LangChain deals with. So the briefing part is I just mentioned here, the LangChain can connect with models, tools, text splitters, prompts, vector store, document loaders, output parsers, and agents as well. Pretty clear? So LangChain, it is one of the number one choice for developer when built with generative AI. So right now we just had little introductions to LangChain framework. Okay. Yeah. So let's get back to the LangGraph and display setting. This one. Okay. Let's increase the brightness. That's cool. All right. So I told you, look at the picture because in this picture, it's a very simple theory, not much. And after that, we can start for the practical. Just slideshow, current slideshow. So this is what we have. So let me repeat, LangGraph is Python library built on top of LangChain. Just now I was explaining about LangChain, introductions of LangChain, how LangChain can connect with multiple tools, agents, platforms, memories, in-memory, graph memory, DB memory, cloud memory, and also where, graph is connected with nodes, while LangChain allows to create direct graph and LangGraph takes further action of cycles, guys. So this is multi-agents. So LangChain, we can build uh, agents, linear workflows, but LangGraph, we can work with graph-based workflow. Okay. Listen to this architecture, guys. If you look at it, the user asks a question, what are the solar panels? This is a state. And this is state, and this state has integrations with agent, interact with customer, obtains monthly energy cost. This is another state. Now edges are thinking because the node take response from the customer using states, and next states edges think where to go. Maybe energy cost estimate.py. This is py file. We write a code here. And again, state will respond to the agent and got the response and finally end it. So let me repeat again. Do you see, if you notice this architecture, you can have multiple states over here, and these are the nodes, these are the edge, these are the node again, and these are the endpoint. Are you guys got clarity? What is mean by graph based? In LangGraph, we have a concept called knowledge graph. I'll take some separate topic sessions on that part, but it's very simple and crystal architectures about LangGraph. All right. So let's talk about it one more time. State here, node take a response from the customer. And again, it is asking edge will take the response from state, where to go, and energy cost estimated.py. Again, it will come back to the node. Again, it'll go to state and finally end it. Team, are you clear? Please share, sir. It's look good. It looks good. Great. I will share Venkatesh. This is one of the very high level documentations. I'll give it to you after the class. So team, are you clear? This architecture. So in practically, we're going to create state, node, edges, and py file will create and we'll create this graph. Okay. So team, shall we continue? Before that, uh, before that, what is state graph? The graph structure where you define nodes and edges are transitions. Node, a step in the process, a call to language model or a tool. Edge defines how the process flow from one node to another node. State will share the memory between steps because when we pass the messages, so definitely some of the messages have to stored in the memory. Okay, and endpoint. Endpoint means special keyword to end executions. All those things comes under your, this is what a state graph: node, edge, and end. Next part is, at the heart of the Lang graph is the concepts of stateful graph. What is state? So we'll do a practical. So get ready because we will do in, if you know VS Code, you can work with VS Code. And if you're familiar with Google Colab, you can go ahead with Google Colab. You can work for both. So today I'm going to bring up two projects with Grok API key. And if possible, I try to introduce Langsmith and let's do it. So state, what is state? It represents the context or memory that is maintained and updated as the communications progress, computation progress. And in state, each step is the graph. Okay, let me tell you. In state, each step in the graph can access relevant informations from previous step, allowing for dynamic decision making based on accumulate data throughout the process. See, that means it's continuous. This is one state. A user asks a query, and node will take the take the user query, and it go to the another state, and after another state, and again get back to the state. I hope you understood what is meant by state. State, that's what I'm saying. It's a dynamic. I mean, it's every time it will change. So where is that? Okay, here we go. It ensures that each step in the graph can access relevant informations from the previous step, allow for dynamic decision making based on accumulate data throughout the process. Guys, I hope clear what is state does. State means it take user query and it search relevant informations, and it's again another state, it get back to previous work, and you need to satisfy, and another state has to be end. So this is what is all about the states does. So okay. So this is all about state. It ensures each steps in the graph can access relevant informations from previous step. Nodes. What are the nodes, guys? Nodes serve as building blocks of the graph, representing individual computation steps or functions. Each node performs special task. Okay, let's get back to the work. Each node, this is one node. I define two node. So this node take the query from the user, and this node take the previous informations from where to go. So these nodes will, to say state will pass as a communication and serve as a building block of the graph representing individual computation steps or functions. Each node performs a specific task such as pre-process inputs, making decisions, interact with external systems. Nodes can be customized a wide range of operations within the workflow. Okay, so this is all about state we understood, nodes we understood. Last one is edges. What is edges? Look at the graph. So the edges are connecting between nodes, isn't it? Connect nodes with graph, define the flow of computations from one step to the next. They support conditional logic, allow the path execution to change based on the current state. So you can apply multi-node, you can apply multi edges. So you can increase that. So this is what the Lang graph works. Okay. And here we go. And this is what, so we're going to build two practical now. So LangChain, LangGraph, LangFlow, LangSmith. What is this? I'll get back to next one. Today we're going to build two practical. First, I want to build how to create a LangGraph applications with single node and one edge, and we'll build it multi nodes and multiple edges. Shall we start, guys? Shall we start, everyone? Okay. So team, are you clear? Just give me yes. Uh, are you understand what exactly the Lang graph? Okay, yes. So very simple. Lang graph has all the detail. Let's talk about the first one. I'll open it. So here we go. We'll try to do the two projects. First projects one. we will build one project as, let's talk about, we'll into LangGraph introductions, we can make it. Let's work with. So if you know VS Code, you can open VS Code. And if you're not much familiar with VS Code, if you're not familiar with VS Code, then I want you to go with Google Colab. Okay, team? So these are two projects we're going to build, and let's work with first one. And if any query, we will do it. Now, I want you to, if you want to work with Google Colab, okay, just go here and just go to Google and here Google Colab and write down Google Colab and then welcome to Colab here, guys. And then new notebook and you can work it. New notebook. So people, are you ready to work? Everyone? Okay. Now, if you can start, you must have connect with GPU, change runtime to GPU, save, and let's connect to your drive. Let's connect to the drive. So just go here and you will put it as mount drive and mount drive. This is one way. So I want you to ask that this is where Google Drive, and I want to work with, let me tell you how to log into the Google Drive. Just go to Google and Colab and just change runtime to GPU. And after the GPU, change runtime to GPU and mount drive. And let's start, save the notepad file. And let's start, save the notepad file. Okay, this is one. And the guys who are working on a VS Code, so I'll go ahead and work with VS Code. So let's work with VS Code. All right. Can you repeat the steps? Kiran, very simple, guys. Let me talk about, I will repeat again. Just go to the Google and type Google Colab. Just type Google Colab. And in the Google Colab, okay, new notebook. So you can Google Colab, new notebook, new notebook, okay? And change runtime type. Have you seen runtime? Change runtime type to GPU and save it. Okay, guys. All right, Kiran, you can do that and you get your file. And let's work. You can start working now. Kiran, are you clear? Okay, so done. Okay. So I'm going to go back and let's try to VS Code. I'm going to create a new file, Visual Studio Code. In the Visual Studio Code, and yes, so I'll create a new file and 0 LangGraph Bootcamp. Okay, so I'll create a new folder, and in this new folder, I'll create a terminal, new terminal, and in the new terminal, let me delete everything. I just move to command prompt. In the new terminal, okay, I will create a new file called, let's say, LangGraph graph1.ipynb. Okay, so here, let me code. So graph1, I create new Python file, and the same things has opened here. Okay, so show me again for reset the runtime, please. Come on, guys, quick. So here, change runtime, change the runtime type to GPU. Okay, save. Okay, Monica, please do it and let me know. All right, guys. Who is this? Maula, you get it now? Okay, great. So let's talk about. Let's close. So you can do with this one, you can continue the next code. If you do not know how to work, I think it's going on live. I will share the YouTube live link. Just give me 2 minutes. We can start work on it. Here we go. Let me copy and I will paste here. This is the live link and okay. So I'll share the live link here. Go to the chat. Everyone post here. Right. Okay. Pretty clear. So this is what live going on and you can find out from there. Okay. Now let's start code here. All set now. Platform is ready. Online team, please answer. Is ready, both of you. I think Kiran has done and Mala is done. Are you clear? Okay, great. So let's work. Online team done, guys? Done, great. So let's continue. The first one, what we do now, I want to create a graph-based communications or all those things. This is what too practical we're gonna build now. The first one, if you wanna work with Google Colab, you can work. I'm gonna start work with, I want you to install pip install, okay? Pip install LangGraph and LangSmith. So I can do one by one or LangChain underscore grok and also LangChain underscore community. Can anyone tell me what exactly this one? These are architecture. I told you if you follow this, these are the LangChain architecture, LangChain core, LangChain community, LangChain. These are architecture or not? Have you seen them, guys? So this architecture I'm going to install right now. So what are these architectures? Pip install LangGraph and pip install LangSmith and pip install LangChain. I will install, okay, pip install LangChain, LangGraph, LangSmith, LangChain underscore grok, LangChain underscore community. Let's execute it. Python 3.13. So you can type same things and go to your collab and you can exclamatory and install and you do it. So you can do it in two ways. All right. Have you seen this? Here also the installation has completed. So may I know everyone installation is completed? Please let me know once you're done. Please let me know. After you're done, not required. So I'll just go back and I'll write here. So we install, which one install, guys? LangChain architectures we are installed here. Pretty clear, team? Okay, this is the first file. May I know everyone done? Everyone completed? First line of code completed. Great, great. Rest of the team member. Rest of the team member. Done. Great. So any issues you facing in Google Colab? Are you issue any facing? Now, no, let me close and here hash it. No issue, all good so far. Can we continue the next step? Good, good. Yes, done. So here we go. And I'll open it now. So let's work. The second part is I want to, okay, good. So what is steps to build the code? Steps to build code. So the first one will install the LangChain architecture to build graph, Okay, this is my first step. Second step is, guys, I want you to build two API keys. I mean to say here, there is second LangSmith grok API key, and API key and LangSmith API key. You will need to be get those both. So how to get grok API key, LangSmith API key? Now I want to everyone, just anyone has grok API key? What is grok? Grok is one of the company who give an API to help users to build LLM models. Do you see this grok? GROQ. Type everyone grok. Grok Artificial Intelligence is an American AI company that built AI accelerate integrated to call the language process unit hardware accelerate performance AI workspace. So have you seen API keys, Grok API keys? Please let me know. So again, okay, click this and everyone find out API keys. Just log into the API keys and you create API key. I will share this link. Let me copy and where is chat window? Everyone completed. Great. So you get your API key. I have my API key. So let me find out and I'll paste in the code. No, this is GROK is Elon Musk product, Kiran. GROK is Elon Musk product. This is not. Pretty clear. Don't confuse with GROK, Grook and Grok. Okay. Yeah. So here, have you got your API key and copy the API key and paste your API key here? Or maybe go to the code, okay, and create a variable which is grok underscore API underscore key equals to, and let me get my API key. Just give me 2 minutes. So have you got your API key? Please answer me. Please answer me. How many of them done this? Yes, yes, yes. Done. Okay, done. Online people, very good. That's not done. Good, good. So what about rest of them? I want you to find very simple. I can go to the grok here and here we go. And this is what API key. And I have my API key. So copy the API key and paste it here. So just 2 minutes. I'm also get my API key. And where is that? So here we go to my file. I'll have one folder which I created to store all the API keys, or you can store API key in Google Colab as well. So Rock API key. Let me copy that and here we go. And then go to my code and just execute here. And please don't copy my API key. It's a free one. Execute that. So how many of them done so far? Please let me know. How many of them done so far, guys? Have you created? Great. Everyone is done and execute the code. I'm just waiting for you. So everyone would finish this practical today. So without any issues. Done. Great. Great. Okay. Let's close it. What about rest of the people? All right. So do you know where to get API key? Fine. Now I want to from LangGraph. Okay. So I'm going to write not LangGraph. I say LangChain underscore grok. Do you see you have this from LangChain architectures? I'm connected to LLM model. So grok and import chart grok. Okay. And execute second one. Have you please and save your file. Please write this one, the second one. I told you because LangGraph, LangChain architecture, LangGraph can connect with LLM tools, all the tools we can do it. And here I'm going to create LLM as chart grok and grok API key. Grok API key equals to not proxy, grok API key. All right, guys. And model underscore name equals to, if you go to the grok again, let me open it, dashboard, and here, playground. If you go to the playground, do you see, you can see a Gemma 2 9BIT model, guys? Let me copy the model, Gemma 2 9BIT. Do you see Gemma 2 9BIT? Copy the model and go back to my code and type over here and you can write this. So just hash it as these are string. So I'm going to mention as this one, Gemma 2 9B18. Please write down, guys. Please write down. Please write down. Okay. So let's go back to here and try that. You can also capital B also you can do it. Capital G, Gemma 29BIT and execute. Great. Have you done this now? So you no need to, once you got your APK, you just type whatever you find, you can type, no worries. Because same model you can be listed here. Okay. What is different? Grok and OpenAI. Pradeep, Grok OpenAI is a company. Grok also company. OpenAI created ChatGPT, but OpenAI is a paid version. Grok, you can. Does Grok gives good response? No. Grok is a free open source. OpenAI we need to pay. Pradeep, are you clear? Pradeep Barik. Okay. So are you done this now? Are you done this now? Okay. So OpenAI is a company, buddy. Okay. Grok, you can use only open sources. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to write from typing import annotator. Okay. From typing and extension. All right. Import. So here I'm going to go as type detect. Okay. So this is we create a dictionary and from LangGraph. Okay. We have a LangGraph dot graph. I want to pass the messages. Okay. Import. I want to add messages. Clear, guys? And the next one, let's try execute. So please do it now. Please do it now. And let me know once you're done. Let me know once you're done. Okay. So after we done chart grok, so these are the required defined. So we need to define a state or not? We need to define a state. This is a user query and this is a state. Okay, so that's why we define a state. In the state, we pass the messages. So this is what we've been done here. So here we go. Let me close this one. And these are required to define the state structure. Now, I'm going to create a class now. So please let me know. Are you completed up to this, everyone? Have you done it? Great. So the next part is, I want to create a class and state, and I can say the type detect. So here we go. Let me hash it. And then I want to pass a messages. I want to pass a messages to where annotated graph. In the graph, I want to add, I think messages coming here. Add messages, guys. Very clear? So here, class state, and I want to build a graph underscore builder equal to, so I'm going to create a, do we have a state graph? State graph. Okay. And here I'm going to mention that state. Let's execute. Okay. Add messages. Why I got error? So can you please check state type dict here and messages. Okay. Annotated. Okay. List comma here. Add messages. All right. So graph builder. So state graph, I think state graph is not defined. Is it? Here, oh, okay. So I just done here. I think I missed here from LangGraph dot graph import state graph comma start comma end. I have to define it, guys. Okay. So let's execute now. Great. So guys, are you working now? Team, are you working? See here, go back to the PPT. In the PPT, we have start, we have end, right guys? We have to define a state. So because without state, I cannot pass the messages. So that's the code has been written here. So from typing annotated and state graph, start and end. Are you please done, guys? Please let me know. Have you completed? Have you completed? Please quick. Anyone? Offline, online team, please response. Yeah, done. Great, great. We done this one. Now I'm going to add on a more code. So are you working in Google Colab? Also, you can try to work, guys. So here, graph builder. Let's talk about. So this is LangGraph state graph at this memory location. It has built. I want to build a chatbot where state, and here we go. I'll go to the state now. And here we go. Written and written with, I want to written with messages and LLM dot invoke. I want to LLM invoke. All right. So I just invoke state because I need a state, right? I want to pass the messages through the state, and let's call put the messages here, and let's close it as no. I think I put that into a dict better dictionary. Dictionary is mutable. So let's okay, here we go. Now let's call it messages. So are you please done with this? LLM. No, it's wrong. LLM dot invoke state. Spelling is wrong. State messages. Just execute. Great. It's done now. So let's get back to the architecture. So here, okay, so this is what annotations. We annotate done and we state as done. Define chatbot messages is done. And after that, so I'm gonna graph builder dot, I want to add a node now. So this two part, what have we done right now in the code? This two part we done. Now I want to add, I'm sorry. This part we done, guys. I'm going to add a node now. All right, let's go to the add node. So let me close it. Let me close it and just, hey, come on. Let's add underscore node. All right. And here, chatbot. I want to build a chatbot dot comma chatbot. Great. So now execute and again graph builder. Good. So do you see? I'm going to plot the graph. So I don't know how many of them understood. It's very good going on. I'm going to say like as per the architectures we follow. So team, I just assign a grok, I call LLM models, and I just, this has defined from LangGraph graph. From here, I just define this one, state graph and start and node. All those things be done right now, guys. Have you noticed this? Team, are you understood? Everyone, how many of them completed? How many of them completed? Please let me know. Great. Okay, use chart window, guys. Use chart window so that I can see your comments. Graph builder, great one. So this part has built. After the graph builder, did I create a chatbot? Okay. So the next one I want to mention as, so I'll go to the next part. So graph builder, I want to add edges now. Node has edge and I'll start at, okay. So this is going to be start and chatbot. All right. And graph underscore builder dot add edge. And here chatbot. And I'm going to do is start and end. Both should be written capital letter. Okay. So I create now graph builder. We here add node one, edges, two edges, because this is what chatbot end. Okay. Now have a look at this, guys. Yes. Paste on. Why, man? You can't type anonymous attendancy. Paste code in chart. Okay. You guys are not able to type. Okay. Let's copy and I'll paste it here. So please scroll down. Where are you typing, guys? Which one you typing? Which one you doing now? See, what are this is uh the state. The state, I'll take a messages and I'm going to create node. I'm going to create edges. This is what diagram we've been created in the code. Now let me get back to this here. I want to create a graph. No, sorry. So graph builder. I want to compile it now. Sorry. Compile. Okay. And let's execute. Great. Have you seen this, guys? Are you got the output? Start chatbot. And this is what I done here. So what I done, I just create a start and let's write down. How many of them got this output? I want to ask how many of them got this output. So got it. Ravi, these are very good. So guys, are you understand how the LangGraph language graph is working? And this framework is largely used in all real times as well. All companies were using that. Please do it. Got it. How many of them got it? Very good, Sankar, you got it. Who else just got it? Got it. Got it. Great. Rupali, where you stuck? An issue? Got it. Great. So this is the code we written, right, guys? We annotated, we start, we chatbot. And now I want to, let's better. Yes. What's your query, guys? Import error model from running from import chart grok. Chart grok spelling is wrong. It's a chart. Okay. So GROQ. Okay, whose query is that? Mola. It's a GROQ, not K. That's why you got error. Import error. Check the spelling, guys. Okay, yeah, clear now. So no worries, the guys who not work, I'll post this code. You can do it later. No problem. So let's go to I'm going to put that in a variable. Let's call the variable as graph. I got the graph and let's execute. This is the graph now. I got it now. So what I'm gonna do, so I can also get this one while true. Okay, while I get the graph, user underscore input, user input equals to input function. What is input function does? It will create a compiler. It will open it. Just put that in quotes. All right. And then here, if user input dot lower characteristic in, and I'll say quit. For quit, I need to apply as Q. Okay. Because I'll create a chatbot now. And so I'm sorry. So I have to put that in this one. Great. And print, I want to say goodbye and thank you for using LangGraph model. Thank you for using LangGraph framework. I just passed the message here. And after that, so break them. Okay. And then I want to, let's create any event in graph dot stream. Can I stream channel stream? I can use as a stream. All right. So again, I want to pass the messages here. I want to pass the messages and let's dict again. And I want to call as user, comma, user input. Create now. Okay. Close. Then now run. So print, I want to event it. So event dot. So what I'm going to do, I will tell you just 1 second here. So you just work with me and things could be understood, guys. And I'll detail explain, no problem. So this is simple code. This is simple code. We're writing here. Please do it. Any error message, let me know. Okay. Print event values. And after value, I can again write a nested again for hey, even goodbye message done. And after that, I write for again print even value. Okay, so here for value in event value, even the values. All right, so okay, so this first I write away true, quit queue, goodbye message and break. I need to run an event now, event dot values, and then print. I'm gonna print with value with the messages, guys. So let's not add messages. I just write as messages, great. And then print here, and I'm gonna call as assistant. Assistant. Okay, any assistant, I can put it my name as well, the assistant name, but that's okay. And value again here. Wait, let me check and then I'll give it to you. Any bugs I found? Let's want to generate a content. Generate a content, guys. Great. Okay, so I hope it's done now. Let me check this out. So here I want what I have done, guys. Let me explain this one. So I build the graph here. Okay. So I just visualize the graph. It's saying simple command line interface. It takes user input. It takes user input. Okay. And send to the chatbot graph and streams and prints the assistant. All right. So here, and then now what I'm going to do now, have a look at it. Just don't leave. Okay. Dot content, I think there's a two times I entered, right, guys? So let's close now and then execute. Let's execute. Great. Have you see a checkbox opened? I would say like generative AI job openings, OPENING, in 2025. Okay, guys, have you see the prompt here? Generative AI job openings in 2025. And I'm going to escape. Okay, enter to confirm, enter and escape. So I think why I got error. Message. So assistant value. I'm sorry, it is messages, right, guys? Now control S, please save all. Please file save all. And I'm going to execute now. Okay. Generative AI job openings, job market in 2025 and enter it, escape. So the model is processing 2025 is entered to confirm. Great. Have you seen these guys? I got output now. So dicta value, high demand, AI research engineer, prompt engineer, emerging roles. Great. Anyone, let me copy that and let me paste to you. So let me copy and paste to, yeah, everyone done. So guys, how many of them got output? How many of them got Pranav? Uh, correct, Pranav, yes. Yeah, I just got it. Not able to copy from chart. Okay. I can share the GitHub after the class, Pratish. I'll share the GitHub. Do you see still my code? And I want to check that. Okay, so let's talk about someone asked OpenAI versus Grok. Okay, give me the difference. And I'm going to enter now and escape. Okay, so here, OpenAI versus Grok. and escape. So you'll get all these output now, guys. It takes some time. Have you got this output, team? Have you got this output, please? And Q for quit. Quit for bye. Goodbye. You print a message as, okay, goodbye. Thank you using LangGraph framework. Okay, I can write my framework created by Prakash Senapathi. So how many of them understood this, guys? How many of them understood? How many of them understand how exactly the graph is made? Okay. So stream and print the assistant response, buddy. Here the assistant response using, so if you don't apply stream, you get error. Clear now? Okay, great. So now let me execute another time, and I'm talking about MCP versus A2A agents. And now enter, I'm going to escape. Do you see this, guys? MCP and A2A agents. Guys, got it now? Please answer. Everyone got the answer. Pradeep, are you clear? Great. So here, let me tell you what exactly, and I want to quit, just Q for quit and execute. Thank you. Using LangGraph and by me. So file, save all the file, save all file. And I'm going to download the code and post in the GitHub and post in the GitHub. I hope understood, team. So there's a one. So how to build a LangGraph, and in this LangGraph sections, we create one start, and this is start and end, and the chatbot. It is a graph-based architecture passed, and we connect with LLMs and we build a chatbots as well. Pretty clear? Pretty understood, team? Can I go to the next one now? Okay. Can we go to the next code? So this is graph one, file, save all. File, save all. Online team, how many of them understood? Will you upload? Yeah, yes, Yasir. So the link is there. I will post it. So let me share to everyone. Please click on this link, and definitely, guys, every week we try to bring a workshop from Naresh IT schedule. Every week, any single workshop. So I want you to just comment, like, and share to your friends so that, okay, it's a very good topic and new trending topics in the market. So I want you to share to your friends as well. Team clear? Can I go to the next one? How many of them got output? Yes, Pranav done. Kavya, unmute you. Yeah, what's your query? Kavya, unmute you. Are you done? Done. Great, great, great. Pradeep, are you done, buddy? Or you ask a question? You have any more questions? You're not clear? What is the code has written here? Very simple, man. Okay, use chart window. Great. Let's get into the next practical now. So this is what we covered now, and this is one practical we done. So I want to create a graph where we pre-process it, we connect with analyze sentiment and chartbot and logger and end. So I want to create another node. Here we just start with one node and with one edge. And now I want to create it with more nodes, and let's do it. It's almost like similar kind of code. And after that, this is what my previous workshop link, and I will post this file. When you copy everything, just copy the link. I will share the link to you. You can copy this. You can get a playlist over here where you can find all agentic AI topics like small agents, phi data, Igno AGI, MCP, A2A protocol, and roadmap. All those things you can find out from here, guys. Pretty clear? And this is for data analytics, business analyst. You can have not entire course, but some of the workshops which scheduled previously. And this is all GenAI practicals. You can go back and you try to, all sessions are quite big. because I just explain so slowly with this is all the practical we have. We build like stable diffusion model and prompt engineering, DeepSeek model, and there's a lot of in-depth models without API key. We create text image model where all those things done. So this is all I'll share to you, and I'll also done a very fantastic resume building boot camp. So you can go for it and you can refer to that, guys. Pretty clear? Can I share them all? Getting this for event graph.stream. Okay, graph.stream. One moment. So graph.stream messages. Yeah, can you try this one more time? Let's copy and everyone just post it. Okay. Thanks. I will learn a lot from you. Thank you. So more no module name. Okay, state graph. Check the LangGraph. The spell might be wrong, and you can. Okay, so I'm going to use the next one, which is I'll make another file, graph.py. Right click. I'm going to create a new file, graph2.ipynb. Now save it. So Timo, whoever completed, I will share the GitHub. Once I done, I will share all the documentations. Very simple documentations I made, and we create a very powerful graphic agents nodes we build now. Okay, let's do the second practical now. And second practical or second, we're gonna do that the second part now. Let's going to start now. The same things, and this time I want to use little different. And here I build a chart bot. Here I build a chart bot. Here I build a chart bot in this one, but in my second code, we don't build it. Let's do it quick, and after that, I'm going to share it to you so that you're going to be work on it, guys. Pretty clear? I'm not going to code. Let's open. So I'm just doing quick from because LangGraph, and I just use, I want to build this graph now. Which one? Let's talk about this graph. This graph. Okay, start, pre-process, analyze, chartbot, logger, end. Try them now. From LangGraph underscore rock import chart rock. Okay. And from typing import annotated. Great. And from typing and extensions import type detect, because last time we take all those things. So here we go. These are all those things we take about this. Just go off. Okay. And second time from why? Okay, I'm sorry. It's LangChain. That's what the moment when I got underscore, that means you found it's in bug, guys. All right. So from LangChain underscore grok, import chart grok, from typing import annotated, from typing extensions, type dict, and from LangGraph. Okay. Dot graph, import, state graph, and start end. Because I need to definitely the graph has to be start with and ends with. From LangGraph dot graph, and I want to take messages here. Just messages, import, add messages from. Okay, I want to display this guy. IPython dot display. Oops, display. Okay, not that. So going to be. I want to plot an image, the image which I should. So here we go. Just execute. Let's create 3.13 now. And file save all. Hey, what happened? Cannot import. Display. Sorry, spell is wrong. Done. Yes, guys. Yes, the spell is wrong. Done. Okay, now let me minimize and let's code. So I just done my Grok API key, and I'm going to copy this and mention here. Oops, not this one. This one. Okay, this Grok API key, and I have to connect my API key again. Okay, team. And I have to connect to LLM chart Grok and connect to this. So guys, how many of them working? How many of them working? Just type W, just message W here. W, Pranav, Kiran, W. Okay, two, there is W. Great, good one. Yeah, see W. Okay. Same things. This is, I just try to add an extra node. So here I build a chatbot node. I mean, if you say the chatbot and I can chat with it. But in this one, I can create my one node extra. Okay. So I just connect to this now and execute now. Gemma model has done. Pretty clear. This part has completed. So I want to create this again. I don't need to type because I already written here, add messages, state type dict. Okay, I'm going to, let me copy this and I'll mention here. So I want to create a state graph and I want to add a message here, add message, and and this I have to make it as sentiment to str. It is a string, and I don't want to make it as a slipped. Okay. So number one, I want to pre-process node. So the first define pre-process state, because I want to continue with state. This is capital state. And here, okay, let's talk about state. Okay, I'm sorry. So this is state. All right, guys. And then I want to clean, for example, state, I want to pass the messages. Same. I mean, last code, this code is almost same, but I just want to add some extra nodes here. -1, I will create it to generate a content dot strip here. Great. So this is clean, and I want to go for state again and messages. Okay, I will continue the same things, content again. And can I use -1 here? -1 dot content equals to cleaned. Right. So this one we cleaned. So here, state messages. The first one we pre-process node. And up to this state has been defined earlier. We import all the libraries and we create chart grok and we connect with Gemma model. So, and after that, this is tools. LangGraph is connected with tools and LLMs. And I create a class, state class, and I process nodes now. This is one node and return state. Okay. This is one state. Now, I want to create I start a node here. This node is for pre-process node. This is pre-process node, okay? I want to create analyzed, okay? Analyze sentiment. I want to create a sentiment analysis node. Again, some state. Let me copy and here I will paste here state. And then message equals to just state again the same things. I want to create a messages and the same process, content and okay, stripe, not stripe here. And this is content, guys. Content, that's it. So message is equal to content and the state should be, so I'm going to going as, let's say, sentiment equal. So maybe the messages are positive or negative. So I'm going to take it as positive. Okay, team. If I mean, positive means I message good. Good means positive. In message. Else, I'll go back. Neutral, not negative. I'll make it as NEU, neutral. Okay, so this is all those things we have, and I'm gonna create as written state. This part is done. No, RETURN written state. Great. So guys, are you working now? So here, what I'm gonna do now, I'm just creating a 3 states. Same API key. Yes, Nilesh, same API key. We no need to change any API key, guys. I copy the API key and I just paste it here. Same API key. No need to change. So in this code, I just import all the libraries. I just create a Grok API key. I just connect with Gemma module and I just create a state class. And in the class, I create 2 methods. So pre-process method and analyze method. And here, that means this is pre-processing node. This is sentiment analysis node. I want to create another node as chatbot node. Okay. And in the chatbot node, let's copy the same process I would mention as. So let me copy this and here. Okay, great. Oops. Let me. So I'll change it. This is not required. Okay. So after that, I just written written should be, I think this is written. Okay, chatbot. I want to create a dict now. In the dict, messages. Oops. So here we go. LLM.invoke. You have invoke or inbuilt parameters. So here, yes, invoke and state. Which one? Messages. Messages, guys. Invoke messages. Great. So the next part is done. So we have state class, we have method, another method. So this is pre-process node, analyze sentiment analysis node, and this is chartbot node. I'm going to create another node, which is define logging node. And in this logging node, let's go to the state again, print and format string. Let me check again how to, so we have pre-process node done. So do you see this graph? I just create a start end. Okay. Pre-process node created, sentiment analysis node, sentiment analysis created, chatbot node created, next one logger. Okay. This is a logger node I'm going to create now. So logger node and here print f string, and I'm going to use f string. Let's create a log and so let's call about state and again messages. Okay. Should we need to use custom prompt? Sentiment, should we need to? No need to do any custom prompt here. Uh, I just create the node. This is not prompt. Okay. So here we go. Hey man, you ask only questions, buddy. When you respond, you not response. So let's wait. So state I created now. The same things, format is string, log here, messages. And okay, I'm going to use again messages and content. I'm going to generate a content now. And after the content, I don't think so. Oops, I done the wrong here. Let's remove that content. Good now. And then comma sentiment. Not analyze. Oh, okay. The spell is wrong. Are you talk about this one? ANALYZE, right, guys? Analyze. ANA. Check the spelling. Content we done. I create which one? Sentiment. Okay, this one we've been created. So log and here sentiment, and I'm going to create it as, let's again, I just call the state graph. I'm not state and get, not getter, and then here sentiment again. And to close something wrong here, let me recheck again. So we create this part logger state, we state, okay, we created a state. I'm sorry, this one, right? Print f string log we've been created, state messages we done, and then -1. And we create a content, great. And then we go for sentiment again. And after sentiment, okay, here I done the mistake. So it should be a state dot get sentiment now. And here, going to curly braces. And I have to quote it. And then close, great. So here we go. Check any error you got, guys. Which is open. This is close. Okay. Content. Great. So I think white got next one. Return state. Just one moment. Just one moment. Okay. So define logger we created. Okay. My bad. Simple issues. Great. Written and then state. Okay, great, guys. So this part we create. Oh, it's executed also. Nice. So let me share this. So here, let me tell you what we have done so far. This node I created for, this is for pre-process node, and this is for sentiment analysis node. This is for chatbot node, and this is for your logger node, logging node. Okay, let's execute. It's working now. And then, so what exactly, I want to build the graph now. So here we go. So this part is done and we build the graph. To build the graph, just create, have I created a builder before? Okay, so let's better. I'm going to write this quickly. So builder equals to UILDR. Okay, now state graph, and let's call it state here. Cool. And then here, builder add node. I want to connect all the nodes, right, guys? Add node. And how many node I created? The first one, pre-process node. And then this is going to be pre-process, right? And I want to going to builder dot add node. And second one is, what is second one is? Analyze sentiment. And this is going to be analyze sentiment. So builder dot add node, and I'm going to create which node? Another one, chatbot. And in the chatbot, I'm going to create a chatbot node. And here builder dot add node. Oops. So here we go. Builder dot add node. I want to add another node as, let's say, logger, right? Comma logger. Oops. Logger. Good. Then execute. Good. We build the graph now and define flow. I want to define a flow like node is done. The same things I'll define as edges as well. All right. So here, builder dot add, oops, not conditional edge. So directly edge. So I'm going to go for the start and pre-process. The first one. Pre-processes. Comma is there. Check pre-process. Great. And builder dot add graph again, add edge, right? And then here I'm going to go for pre-process, comma, analyze sentiment. Great one. And next one, again builder. I want to connect the edges. And what is edges are pending now? And I want to pending as analyze sentiment, comma, and I want to go for chatbot again. Chatbot, great. Builder dot add, again, not conditional edges, just go to the edge part. And then here we go. I want to go for chatbot, comma, logger. So just create. Now builder dot add edges. And here, this is called logger part and great. So this part is done. So here, let's execute and I'm gonna build a dot compile. Now just great, fantastic. So the same things we got now: start, pre-process, sentiment analyze, chartbot, logger, and end. Have you guys done those two things we've been created? We created two things, guys. And we can invoke the graph. And how to invoke the graph? So let's try to check here for invoke the graph, the last line before we continue cruise it today. So I'm gonna just graph. So guys, can I share this? Let me copy and how many of them done this, guys? How many of please share the code? Yes, Gopi, I'm doing it. Can you try this now? Yes. Great. Very good. Very good. Done. And can you, this is done. Very good, Pranav. Fantastic. Pranav is done. And have we got this graph now? Excellent. So LangGraph, language graph ecosystem has multiple things. I'll show you. And after that, and we'll do a little LangGraph documentations. I'll share you guys where you go to the LangGraph and how to find out and all those things. Let's do the invoke now. I want to invoke the last part and then Langsmith documentations you want. Langsmith, it is for monitoring tool. Okay, you can see the platform. Yeah. So I will share all the documentations and after that, let me do the invoke the graph now. So I want to input just message equals to. So this is okay, Senapathi. Okay, training program, and I can say that training program. And here I'm going to final state. So this is final state equals to graph dot invoke because last time also we invoke here. And let's create a curly braces. And I'm going to put this as messages has to be put it into the messages, right? And oops. Invoke messages. Invoke messages. User part, comma. So here input messages. I'm going to call this input message. Okay. Yeah. So I think here we're missing one curly braces. It's good now. So we have cool. So this is one. Fantastic. This part is done. Okay. So I want to print the final state here. So for the print. Okay, wait. Print. And here final state. And then comma final state. All right. I'm going to print a chatbots response. Okay. Anything you can chatbots response. So it's better. Chatbots response here. And here we go. Final state. And again, chatbot response, final state. And then we'll go back to the message segment. So I will go back to the, okay, wait. So what we done, the first one, we invoke the graph. This part has invoked the graph, input messages final state. And this is print the final state. And this is chatbot's response. And I'll take final state messages. Okay, so I think I have to use -1 dot content here. I'll tell you what exactly is all about, and I hope you understood also. So definitely content. I'm going to copy this one more time. Let's copy and paste it here. So this is detected sentiment, detected sentiments. This is for final, and final, this is called sentiment. And then, okay, last line, not required this part. Great. Okay. So the next one is, I want to do input messages too. So this is the last. So graph.invoke. I want to input and message. Already I created input message two, and because two messages here, there's a two messages. This is a neutral message, and here final state 2, because this is final state 1, this is final state 2. All right, and final state 2, graph.invoke. Let's copy, and here we go. Graph.invoke messages user. Here, instead of input messages, I'll change input messages to. Great. Okay. And the next part is, I want to print final state. Let's copy, and here print final state 2. And here final state 2. Final state 2. Okay. Wait. So let's close it. What next? Okay, so this is everything. Let me copy and let's paste it again. So chatbot response 2. So the response, because this is my second node here, and here everything final state underscore 2, underscore 2, and this is underscore 2 sentiment. That's it. And let's try any error. Great. Have you seen the responses, guys? Have you seen the responses here? To help to understand what is the program about, what skill knowledge about you can focus on, who is the target audiences. Okay, this is Prakash Senapathi training program. Log, please tell me more about Prakash Senapathi training program. And the more information you can provide, the better I can assist you. So have you see how exactly the queries has hit it to my, and we create a graph. So the first graph would connect to the node, and this is all communications happens between state, and nodes are stored the previous informations, and we provide it. How many of them got this answer? Superb, man. I mean, trust me, this is very nice topic. I mean, I don't know how many of them understand, but so depth we talk about it, we create a connections and how to build the nodes and how to create multi-nodes. This is, we work with single nodes, we work with multi-nodes, and we get, so what's your name, man? Will you get certificate for attending these? No, you get a knowledge certificate. Okay, certificate is not important, but you will get understanding. Okay, no certificates provided here. Okay, attendee. Okay, so great. So how many of them got this output? How many of them got this output? Yes. How many of them got this output? Let me check it out. Got it, Kiran, you get it? Can I post the code? Yes, yes, Akash, why not? You can. Fantastic. So what you can connect to the grok, you can change your queries here. You go up and in your organizations, might be you can work with multiple nodes, multiple codes. And guys, do you think it's a good session? What do you feel? So what we done here, I will share the code documentations. Let me download all the codes here, graph 1, graph 2, and just one moment where I can store graph 1, graph 2. Okay. So guys, would you enjoy the session? Understand what is LangGraph? Please share to above the graph. Okay. So here the two group. Copy this one and I'm using chart window. And okay, wait, done. Fantastic. So LangGraph, are you understood people? So how LangGraph work? So if you need more documentations, very simple way, I will tell you a quick, just go to LangChain and click here, click on it LangChain. And once you click on the LangChain, go to LangGraph sections. In the LangGraph, go to the document section. I just give you a quick overview. What is LangGraph? It will, it will, because in the LangGraph basics, we build a chatbot, add tools, add memory, add human in the loop, customize state. Just now we create a states and add tools, add memory, deployment part we haven't done. I mean, yeah, with cloud SaaS, self-hosted, self-control plans. And also, if you go to the graph, if you go to, you can connect LangGraph with streaming models, and you can see list of the tools calling support. You can connect with this link and you do MCP integrations. What is MCP server? I already fantastic and nicely explained you in early classes. Context, memory, how many parts? Just now I told you two types, short-term memory and long-term memory, and multi-agent. And I had one code multi-agent. So do you see a supervisor agent, a hotel agent, and other agents and flight agents? Assume in your home there are three agents are there. You assign one agent to book the hotel for a family, and you can assign other agents to book the flight tickets, and you can assign agents to clean the house or clean the car. So this is multi-agents, how the LangGraph can work with multi-agents. And LangGraph framework, you can click on the framework. In the framework, you have agents architecture. Okay, this is agent architecture, which we saw the LangChain framework. In the LangChain framework, we have these frameworks, but in LangGraph frameworks, agent architecture, graphs, you can build a graphs like just now we build a graph, guys. We class and we define method we take. And then graph API, you can also connect to the graph API and we create a start node. Just now we build the graph, LangGraph. And streaming, just now you was streaming workflow progress. What is streaming does? Streaming can do workflow progress, LLM tokens, stream LLM tokens, and then persistence, and also LangGraph can connect to the memory. And this is all LangGraph frameworks works. And then we go to LangGraph platforms. You can have a LangGraph platforms like runs, threads, assistants, please webhooks. Please open the documentation so nicely it has given to you and no need to go for anywhere. Just make a documentations, open every framework. Just go to the LangChain, go to the docs, read the LangChain docs and step by step you read, step by step architecture. Everything is given here. Pretty clear now? Guys, are you understand? Please response. Please response. And this is one of the this is what organizations looking for. If you go to the next one, now you can go to job sections and uh, LangGraph jobs. I mean, you won't get it, but let's try here. See all. Okay, so LangChain, LangGraph developer. I mean, so you generative AI job market. If you go back there, you can find it tons of everywhere. You can find a LangGraph, GenAI with the LangGraph. Okay, I will try this LangGraph, LangChain. You will get most opportunities in upcoming days, guys, on this platform. All right. So I hope you understood, team. So I will share. Can you wait for 2 minutes? I will share the GitHub to connect everything. What do you say, guys? I will share the code file and Just one moment. The first thing is where I save the code. Just here, desktop, NIT, and we have workshops. Just go to the workshop 2025. This is June workshop, right? Okay, I'll post all the code here and go to C drive, user, and admin. Yes, code. I think bootcamp. So let me copy that. And here we go. Okay, so just go to desktop, NIT batches, workshop, and June, LangGraph. I'll paste the two code here. Okay, graph one and graph two. So what I'm going to do now, I have to, okay, this is LangChain, 1, 2. So this is quick start, how to connect LangChain with Google Gemini. I just shared this code. You can try that, guys. Okay, so this one, you can try this. LangGraph quick start. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll remove my Grok API key. Just 1 second. Enter your API key, close it, and graph 2. Remove the API key. So just enter your API key, control this. So pretty clear. See this, guys, I'm sharing all the documents. So here we go. I think this one I'm not sharing to you. This 2 file. Just 1 second. What is my GitHub file? Let me open the GitHub file. Okay, close it. GitHub.com. Are you see my screen, team? The profile and just go to repositories. Just go to the repositories and here LangGraph sections. And let's upload. Okay. Add file. No. Upload files. And upload files, graph 1, graph 2. Okay, so just open. The 2 files has been shared. So if you check this one, now commit, and I'll post this video. Now, add with me. Follow. Please watch the live video. Please watch the live video. Okay. Commit changes. Commit changes. So guys, I want you to just click it, and this live video has opened. Okay. So guys, I want you to let me, so this is all those things you find out, and let me share the Git now. Let's share the GitHub to you code. Let's copy and share to all. Open view, chat everyone. Yeah, it's frozen. Now it's working. So can you please find out, have you got this link? And you can check it out. You get all the informations which have been posted. Okay. So this time, guys, I just, fantastic. So please comment, like, and share to your friends. And it's up to you, but I would really appreciate to. This is a new topic, new concepts, and you learned super great. So LangGraph is, I don't know how many of them got the output, but fantastic. Very good explanations. Thank you. So we shared these documents. Nadeem, I already posted my GitHub repo. So can you please check it out? Okay, great. Okay. So thanks, team. And that's it for today. And I hope you liked it. Are you enjoyed it, guys, today's session? Are you enjoyed it? Please. Are you enjoyed it? Great. I mean, nice session. Thank you. So you got the graph, you understood what state. Thanks for the session. Very good, Nilesh. Excellent session. Good, Kavya. And so guys, I appreciated your feedback, comments on the call. Please share it. Amazing session. Very good, Akash. Okay, so that's it for today, and I'm stop here. And this is the link has provided. Go to YouTube and Naresh IT, and you can see the live videos, and you can Wahid. Okay, so yes, this is really and for helping the needy people. Yes, Maula, because this is also the student who completed my batch for them, the guys who attended 1 year back. So this sessions are definitely helpful for them. So this type of sessions I talk for my existing students so that so please work and continue learning and continue just please comment it and just like sub and thumbs up, guys. So see you on next workshops, which about to schedule on 15th of June on N8N. So just the next workshops, the new agentic AI workflow. Normally deployment will be happen, all agentic AI deploy will be there. I hope you see you in the session at the time. Clear? Thank you, team. See you and good day. Bye. Happy weekends, everyone.